What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I got John with me. We are going to be trying to get the paint a little bit better on his car. It's an individual color, Azurite Black, and it's a really great color. A lot of blues come out in this color in certain lighting. So the person who owned this car before him definitely took it through some touch car washes and maybe even tried their hand at buffing. So we're gonna try to make it look better for him. And what we're doing now is we're actually gonna do what they call a strip wash. We're gonna get the car really clean and get it rid of contaminants that are on the paint now. And then we'll actually clay bar it, and then we will go to cutting and buffing. So wish us luck. This is the second car I've done. I did it to mine and it turned out great. I was really happy with it. So I'm feeling pretty confident about trying it on John's car. It's a beautiful car, right? So we want the paint to be right. So we're gonna get to that, and we'll show you step by step kind of how we do it. So we're starting with the wash right now. Got to get a before clip. All right, so we are going to start on the trunk since I'm still pretty new at this kind of work. That way, if for whatever reason this doesn't turn out like it did on mine, we can stop and he will not have to get his car repainted. I'm just messing with him. We're not going to have to do that, but we are going to get rid of these swirl marks as best as possible. Yeah, I think we'll be able to do it. Guys, sadly, for a part of my first initial video introduction and audio performance there, the mic was turned off for some of it. I don't know exactly which part of it. I attached my mic and then forget to turn it on. So what I want to do is I want to kind of explain exactly what we did to prep the car to get to this point. So all we did was a base wash. We did spray foam, as you can see in the video. We let that sit and decontaminate the car, and then we hand washed it with a clean slate from Chemical Guys, which is going to actually make the paint, it's going to decontaminate itself. So that way there's nothing that we're going to be buffing back into the paint. Of course, before you actually start to do this, you want to use a clay bar to further decontaminate the car. So what we got was, and I'll go ahead and show you the products. Clean slate from Chemical Guys. It actually comes as a part of a kit. I believe John has that in here. Actually, it's in the trunk. I like to do this with stuff that is good for people beginning. Stuff that you don't have to order off the internet and wait to come, guys. This is something that you can go get at AutoZone. This comes with a clay bar. It comes with a clay luber. It comes with a clean slate car wash, which is good for 1 to 2 uses. Comes with instructions, more importantly, and comes with a rag and a sponge. So this is pretty much all you need in order to prep your car to polish it. What I like to use for polishing, this stuff is not a compound, so you can't really mess the car up. This is a complete polish from Griot's Garage, and Griot's, they do a lot of really good products, and this is, like I said, stuff that you can go get at your local AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts, and you don't have to order shit off the internet. So this stuff works really good. It's what I used on my car. So how we're going to do it is we're going to use this after we clay bar the car, and then we are going to use a ceramic all-in-one wax, and this stuff is really good. Ceramic coating can be tricky for a beginner, so this is a good something to use to begin with, to kind of see what it's like to have a ceramic coat on your car. It makes it very easy to wash in the future. It makes it very hard for things to stick onto your paint. So these are all really great products. And we are about to get started. We're gonna get this shit looking right. All right, so first things first, you want to take your, let's see if we can get to focus. You want to take your Chemical Guys clay bar and the clay lube. That's right, I said lube. Gotta lube this bitch up really good. And then you want to have your rag ready so you can then wipe away what's left. So pretty self-explanatory on that part of it. Don't want that to touch anything that it shouldn't. So for time purposes here, John is going to, after we do this trunk and we decide if this is something we want to move forward with, he's going to actually clay bar each section that I plan to polish in front of me, so that way we can get right to it and kind of go around the car. So if this works out really good, we're going to start on the hood.
Yeah, this thing is a Swirl City.
Black cars, dark cars, man. All right, so what you want to do is you want to obviously put this thing where it will spray. You want to spray a good amount. Don't be scared to use this stuff, guys. It's literally just pretty much soap and water. Then you want to actually lube the clay bar. And I can already feel this getting stuff off of the paint. And after you do this, the paint should really feel like glass. I mean, it's gonna feel so much better. So you don't have to be very conservative with this stuff at all. Go ahead and use it. You're probably going to want to go ahead and do the carbon as well, so we'll go ahead and we'll get that on there. But once you first rub this stuff on, you can actually feel the stuff that it's taken off of the paint. So it'll be sticky at first, and then it gets nice and slippery. I feel like I'm teaching sex ed right now. It wouldn't be my channel if I didn't make jokes, guys. Pretty explicit as far as that goes as well.
Yeah, you can even like hear the difference too.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you first hear it, I mean, you can see on there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's taking all kinds of stuff off, and what you do whenever you're done doing a spot is you'll actually take this and kind of turn it inside out each time, so you're not just rubbing that back on. But
makes sense, yeah.
You really don't have to worry about it too much, because this stuff right here is what keeps it from ever scratching the car.
Right, right.
And if it does scratch it, whatever kind of scratch it puts on, we're about to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly.
As well, so.
Right, right.
So I figure we'll use your trunk kind of as a starting point, and then after that we can both get started doing our own part of this job.
Sounds good to me.
This should be common sense really, but you want to keep the little container that this comes in, so you can just stick it back there and then kind of set it somewhere. Because if you just put this down on like the wood mantle over here, it's going to get all kinds of shit on it. You don't want to get stuff back on that. So not only is everything that you can get today that we have from AutoZone, but even the random orbital from Griot's Garage, you can get this from AutoZone as well for right under $200. This is really good for beginners because it is an orbital. It doesn't just swivel, so it kind of randomly rotates. It doesn't just keep rotating and keep rotating. It just depends on the pressure you want to put onto it. So it has a bunch of different settings, and I mean, I could honestly do a review of this if I wanted to, but I'm not really going to. Guys, this is really good if you don't know what you're doing, because I didn't at first, and I didn't mess up my car. So this is actually a wax pad that's on here right now. You're going to want to use a polish pad, which I will show you the difference. So, really good product right here. This is a polishing pad. These are reusable. You can wash these, or you can buy a new one every time you do a car, which for the price of them is not a big deal at all. So we're going to get started now with the polish and the polish pad. So we are about to see the difference.
Kind of thinking the previous owner may have not clay barred it, maybe not even washed it first before trying to.
You never know. And guys, here's the thing about buying a used car. I'm sure that this car looked in way better shape whenever John bought it. They're gonna do their best to make this thing look super shiny, whether it's just a quick polish or whatnot. They're gonna make sure they can do whatever they can to make this thing look good, so if someone like John want to come around and buy it. Guys, the paint has nothing to do with the quality of this car. His car is super nice. You know, people have different standards as far as car paint goes, and some people just don't take care of their car paint. Some people who have money would buy an M4 to commute to work, so they can have a little bit of fun. You know, they're not like us. This is like our baby. You know, so
yeah, that's true.
You never know what people do. So
right, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, when I bought this car, 0 modifications, like not even this here. So it must have been someone who just commute to work
and had their fun doing that, and then you know probably took it through touch car washes.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to shake this before using it. All right, let's see this bad boy. So you can actually be pretty, you can put as much of this shit on here as you want to start with, but you don't need a lot. I like to go in a circle and put probably that much on there. And then of course you don't want to just get started. You actually want to put it on the car, kind of put it in some spots. So I kind of want to go from here to begin with to see if we can see any difference in the car. So don't be scared to get it and rub it on the car. And this is actually probably more than I need to do this little spot. But like I said, to start it's fine. You want to learn, and the more product you have is actually safer. So the way that you want to do this when beginning is you want to have this set to 4. It's a good conservative number as far as getting started. It goes all the way up to 6. 3 is fine as well. I like to use 3 on the plastic parts of the cars, the bumpers and so on, but 4 and that's really all you need for one spot. So what I like to do is let it sit for a second, and then you will start to wipe it off and see if it made any difference. And my car is a much different color, so I mean, it already looks different to me as just with the product on there, but once you wipe away the product here,
yeah, you can see a big difference just by standing like right here. Just by wiping that part away.
Yeah, there's definitely already a difference, and there's definitely no hazing of any sort on the paint. So
yeah, these black cars, I mean, you can see everything on it.
Yeah, you see everything on a black car. And the thing about this black car is since it's an individual color, it's pretty special. So I mean, going forward, it's something that John will probably make sure that he does different kinds of washes and stuff. And the good thing is that you don't have to try as hard after we do this whole process, because it's just going to make cleaning for you easier. So I see a huge difference as far as cleanliness. It looks super clean, but look at if you look above the camera, you can actually see the blue flaking in there really good. And I don't see near as many.
You can see the swirls right here from where you didn't touch, and then there's like no swirls.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, for my needs, you know, like this is perfect.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that this will make a huge difference for you. So,
and I would assume like for like most people doing it at home too, you know, like this is all like a lot of people would just need at this point.
exactly, and that's all I needed. I was, you know, out in Charlotte one night with friends, and we were under the lights and stuff, and I started noticing stuff on mine I hadn't noticed before, and I was like, what is that? Like, it happens. Like, and I'm a person that takes precaution whenever I wash my car. You know, I do it by the book, and it happens. Like, whenever you use a rag on the car, you're putting scratches in it, basically. And basically all we're doing is where this car, you've had it for how long now?
A year, yeah, like right at a year and a few days.
And whoever had that before that probably didn't get too deep into the clear coat. I want to see if I can get that out. I'm not sure what that is, but, and there's some more scratching right here that I want to see if I can do a better job on, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's already a big difference. You can tell from over here.
You can tell.
Angle.
You can definitely tell. I'm actually going to go on this whole spot one more time. Now that I've kind of shown the basis of what we're doing, I'll probably start explaining less and we'll work more, so.
Sounds good.
Because if we were to do the whole thing like this, it would take a long time. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. That's,
If you stand
that's
right
unreal.
here and look at that,
Yeah, that's unreal.
it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it really
I
does.
mean, you still see your scratches, but it's like way better. Like all
yeah.
those hairline scratches are gone.
It's 100% better. Yeah, because before you could definitely see the swirl marks and they're like virtually gone right now over there.
All right, guys, so I've gotten a portion of the hood done, and it is popping. The color is popping. I mean, let's see if I can kind of get the difference. Look at the difference there. Oh my Lord. It just disappears. It is insane. Look at the difference in here and then here. I mean, that's literally nuts. You can see plain as day the difference. Yeah, this is exciting. So we will update you as we get further along, but I think John's pretty happy. So
Super happy. This is like unreal.
yeah.
Total difference. I mean, from before and after, you can definitely see a
Yeah.
difference for sure. It's like looking at glass right now. You know?
The blue is popping out of this thing,
I've
dude.
never seen Azurite Black like look like this.
Yeah.
You know, I've
So-
never seen it like this before.
After I did mine, John wanted to do his, and here we are, and it's working like a charm. So I cannot wait to see the finished product, dude. I can't wait. Don't be scared to try stuff, man. Everyone wants to make it seem like it's a scary thing to try and buff your car. It's not that scary. You just got to be very careful, and you got to do some research. So anyway, we're going to get back to it. All right, guys, so the hood of the car was a complete success. We're feeling pretty confident to keep going. We definitely didn't mess anything up. It looks so much better. It looks so much better. I didn't realize this car had so much blue in it, and I've hung out with John a bunch of times now, so it's definitely looking a lot more blue than black, and it's shining. So we're gonna keep going, and I'm having a great time, so we'll check in again. All right, guys, so the front clip of the car is done, and it's looking pretty damn sweet. So we're pretty ecstatic with the progress that we've made. It's a pretty big difference, right?
Yeah, night and day difference from whenever you first started compared to now.
Yeah.
Huge difference. Swirl City when I got here, now it's like glass.
All right, guys, I'm leaving the music on. Fuck it if I get demonetized, or copyright, whatever. We have officially finished polishing the car. It's about 12 o'clock, and now we're gonna try to do the ceramic wax in a good amount of time. It goes by a lot quicker. You can do bigger spaces at a time. So the car is looking so shiny, and we're worn out at this point, but you know, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna keep it going, and we're not gonna stop until we're done. And you got anything to say?
Looking really good. Yeah, definitely a night and day difference for sure.
Simple as that. You heard the man. All right, guys. So we're officially done with John's car. What time is it, John? You got your phone?
Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock right now.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and we just finished. It was worth it, right?
Yeah, it was definitely worth it for sure.
Massive difference. It's definitely looking super shiny. It's looking great. So success, I think, is definitely, I'm gonna say at least 10 times better than it was.
Yeah, by far at least.
And now whenever he washes it, whenever you would hit this thing with water before, it looked like waves in the ocean, dude. It was water just puddling up on top of the car. Now it's gonna bead, it's gonna fall off the car. So thank God we got the car looking sweet. I've seen more blue in this car tonight than I've ever seen since I've been hanging out with John. So it was a success. I'm fucking tired, and I'm about to go home and get into bed. He's got to drive like 40 minutes, so rest in peace, brother.
I'm gonna go straight to sleep after that for sure.
I'm gonna, nice. All right, guys, so if you're watching this, like and subscribe. Thank you, and peace out, because I'm fucking peace.